Alright, guys. I'm bored. It's Sunday. I have a shit ton of hair products. So, figured why not see what we can do. Emptied out my favorite Suavecito jar. Left some in there for purposes in which we are about to find out. Why not start trying to make some stuff? Make the ultimate, everyday, little bit of everything pomade. Throw a little bit of some creamy in there. Get some really good texture going. We might not use every one of these, but why not try? Start with the samples that I have no clue. I don't remember. Robert sent me a paper with them, and in true me form, I forgot. Probably left it somewhere when I moved. Who knows? So we'll make sure we get those in there. They smell super nice. I feel like I should know what this one is. I probably do, but hey, who remembers things? It's for squares and people who want to go somewhere in life. That's not working out. I gotta do dishes today anyway. This one I think, pretty sure is Arcadian because it has that weird smell. Although I could be completely wrong, so make sure you tell me. I know some of you love telling people when they're wrong. This one I know for sure is Monster Mash. Lovely pink. I believe it was the Palm's Not Dead, I think. Super high shine. We're going for a little bit of shine, even though we do have quite a few matte things. Whatever, doesn't matter. Atlas, of course, from Mr. Chris Templeton. I forgot what the scent is, but it's okay. Not as good as Ritual or Black Kraken, but all his scents are amazing. Why not? Some Grim Grease First Shot. I will say the Summer Blend is definitely nicer than the First Shot. It's like a heavier First Shot. Alright, let's smash that in there. We can get some more room in there, I think. It'll probably melt over. Why not finish off original? And then we'll toss the Gray Piggy in there, and I think we'll be done. We'll set those bad boys aside. By the way, OG Hard Scoop Nostalgic. Just work your fingers out a little bit more. You'll be fine. Never hurt anyone. Now, how much of a disaster do we think this is going to be? This is most definitely going to melt over. I don't care. I have nothing better to do than clean my microwave. It needs to be cleaned anyway. So this is after 10 seconds. I went ahead and just not showed you guys my microwave. That's a little messy. Getting to a melting point here. Oh. Go ahead and toss that back in there. 10 seconds at a time is what I would recommended. I know. Ooh. We're looking a little bit good here. There we go. There's that Suavecito peeking through in all its glory. Stirring is a little hard. That's what she said. Get that It's not boiling over or melting over, so that's a plus. And to save time, I will just go ahead and skip to the end. Alright, so the time is done. I did about a minute with 10-second intervals. As you can see, it looks pretty melted, obviously. That's what we're going for. Now we'll go ahead and just stir it up. Maybe toss it back in for a little bit more. It is still pretty dense. I see some little grains in there still. We'll go ahead and do about 10 more seconds. And then at the end we'll go ahead and take a look. Alright, we have jumped ahead a little bit, and now we have to see what we made. So this is just something I'm bored. I decided to do something that you guys could do if you have an excess amount of product like I do. I know quite a few people, on Facebook and Instagram and stuff do have quite a few different products. If you have something you could spare at least, don't blow through stuff that you're using. But yeah, this is what we came out with. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's just hope so. So it's smells interesting. It's like leathery, smoky, citrusy, clayey. That's not a word, but it is today. It smells, literally you can pick out every single thing that I put in it. Not terrible. It's a bit of a rubbery consistency right now. I'm sure it's a top layer thing, or it's just the fact that I've put numerous things together. The scoop, that's a big scoop. It's a really big scoop. Interesting. It feels like Play-Doh, like a not as dense Play-Doh, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. I don't know. So breakdown. Yeah, could have done a better job of melting it. There's some little grains in there, but I mean, am I a professional? No, I'm not. It's got some tack in there. Not terrible. Now let's see how bad this is gonna suck. Not really any tug and pull, surprisingly, with the amount of grippy products that I put in. There's some decent grip. There's some tug and pull. Both showing up to the party. Some shine going on. My hair still feels really soft though. This is not what I was expecting. Since I did have a couple oil bases in there also, I was expecting some really like slickness, but it still feels kind of like healthy, like not as waxy. It's soft. Let's see if it changes with another scoop. This is taking a second. How do you guys spend your Sundays? Probably not like this. Wait, it's Sunday, right? I think. Saturday? I don't know. One of those days. Who knows? I really need a haircut. Really need a haircut. do a mohawk. I should have threw some Kraken in here. Not bad. So from what I can remember, what I put in there, some of the samples I didn't really remember what they were. I know there was Flagship, Arcadian, Templeton, maybe Nostalgic in one of them. I know there was Pomp's Not Dead Monster Mash in there for a high shine, which I'm not really getting too much of that, of course, with all the different matte stuff that we got in there. I'm sure Robert will remind me later on. But it took about 2 hours to cool to a point that I thought would be usable. At the hour mark, it was still kind of watery, like underneath the surface. Like if you tilt the jar a little bit, you would see like the bulge in the top layer. That's what she said. So I didn't really think it was usable just yet. So I waited 2 hours to be safe. Some waxiness coming through. We all know how big of a fan I am of that. Let's get to some combing. Give me 1 second. Okay, now we can start combing. Goes in like nothing. Like combing is a breeze. Ooh, that looks ugly. Yeah, I could do with a haircut. I wonder if this will even have any hold, anything at all. Oh, we can actually get some height out of it. Haven't used a product in the last couple of days that will give me some sufficient height, so luckily this Frankenstein one will. Who knows, I might even start using this on a regular basis. Probably not. I don't fucking know. So it's not much for a lot of dry texture. It definitely turned out greasier than I thought it would be. I mean, I kind of figured given the scoop and everything. Yeah, I just tore that apart. But it's not what I was expecting. It's holding the back down pretty well. Well, I guess that's what we get. So now you know if you mash everything together, you can get something good. Now I have a full 4 ounces of this to work through. I mean, I might even actually use this every now and then as something turned out to not be terrible. I don't know if you can see much going on here. I can't see what angle my camera's at. It's definitely waxy. Oof. Not as much of a clay as I was hoping for. I tried to add a few more clays, a few more dry products to try to get something, a little more something like actually reasonably used for me. I don't know. It turned out a lot nicer than I thought it would. I don't know. What can you guys come up with? What other different concoctions? Let me know.